So we're going to switch gears. We're going to go into NBA 2K22 ratings being announced. And there were some surprises. There's always some surprises. We're going to talk about the top rated players in the league. We're going to talk about the top rated rookies. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the disrespect to some of the rookies. Not related to 2K, but we are going to get into that. We're going to start with the 2K ratings at the top. Not the best showcase here, but here you go. Just so you have a list here. Top ratings on 2K. So 4 players are tied for the top spot in 2K. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Giannis, all rated 96. I can kind of agree with that. You know what? I can live with all of them being 96. Yeah, I think that's fair. Those are the best 4 players in the league maybe right now. What I can't live with is this. Nikola Jokic got a 95 overall. 95 is high, but Nikola Jokic was a 96 last season. For 2K21, Nikola Jokic was 96 overall. So how has the MVP, the most valuable player in the NBA, the league's best player as voted by media personnel of last season, how has that team or that player on that team, and after getting MVP, moved down to 95? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever to me, how he got downgraded to a 95. What's also disrespectful about Nikola Jokic is he didn't get an opening day game, even though he was MVP. It is the first time since 2008, when the NBA adopted the 5 games on Christmas Day, that the MVP, the reigning MVP, has not gotten a Christmas Day game. So Nikola Jokic get a little bit disrespected. Joel Embiid 95, I can agree with that. Luka Doncic 94, I feel like he could bump up one. I really rate Luka Doncic. Dame at 94, I like. Same with Harden at 94, I like that. Tatum at 90. Okay, I can kind of agree with that. Not sure if I'd have him above Trae Young at 89, but I can live with that. Chris Middleton 88. Maybe a tad high, but I can understand it. Drew Holiday 85, LaMelo Ball 84. I think those are a little bit more fair. Kevin Durant was complaining that he should have been a 99. I think that's just promotion for the brand. I don't really agree with that. But I like at the top, I like that those guys are all the same. I agree with that. Now if I had to maybe move them up, maybe I'd give KD and LeBron a 97 overall, but you'd have Tatum at like 85 to 88, 89. Yeah, I don't know if I'd give him 90. I feel like 88 or 89 is a little bit more fair for him, but you know how much the NBA loves Jason Tatum. NBA loves Jason Tatum, so they're gonna give him his 90. They're gonna make him one of the best players in the league, which I understand. This is just some of the top players. There's like probably more, like Kyrie Irving's gonna be up here, but this is just a list of what we have so far. Top of the top is really where we're concerned here. 4 players tied for the top. Found that interesting. But what's also interesting is the NBA did go into rookie ratings as well. We did find out what the ratings for rookies this season are going to be. And I mean, there was really a strategy here. They had Kate at 80, Jalen Green 79, Evan Mobley 78, Jalen Suggs 77, Scottie Barnes 76. Now, I agree with the order here. I agree that Scottie Barnes should be under Jalen Suggs. We don't have Scottie Barnes for the here and the now. We have him for the future and what he can produce later on in the future. We don't have him for being better than Suggs now. If we wanted Jalen Suggs or Scottie Barnes for one season, we would have drafted Jalen Suggs. But we don't have him for one season. We have him for hopefully a very long time. Hopefully the better part of a decade at the minimum. So I'm okay with these. These ratings make sense to me. Cade at 80. I mean, you can't give rookies like way too high initially, so Cade at 80 kind of makes sense. I have beef with Norman Powell getting rated an 81. How is Norman Powell, after the insane season he had, only 1 rating higher than a guy who's ever played in the NBA? That doesn't make any sense to me. But I imagine a lot of these guys will be upgrading and continue getting better over the course of the NBA season that we're about to watch. So we'll have to see. I don't mind this though. Scottie Barnes are right with them. I don't mind this at all. I think that this is fair. What I don't like I don't feel like this is disrespect to Scottie, but we're kind of drifting away from 2K now. What I did find disrespectful towards Scottie Barnes was this. The Sports Illustrated posted the top of the 2021 rookie class will forever be linked. Which prospect will have the greatest NBA career? And they used a graphic where pick number 1, pick number 2, pick number 3, and pick number 5. Now, it's just a graphic, but why is number 5 over what, the 5th overall pick included, but not the 4th overall pick? This isn't just for the rookie of the year, which, okay, if it's rookie of the year, then I don't mind this. But how are we going to discredit Scottie Barnes completely? And what's even more infuriating about something like this is I'm pretty sure they use Scottie Barnes' silhouette here for the unknown player. Could it be somebody else? I'm pretty sure they use Scottie Barnes for this picture here. It looks like him based on the photo shoot he did in his rookie photo shoot. So what gives, man? What is with the discredit to Scottie Barnes? Why are they skipping over the 4th overall pick? Toronto is a bigger market than Orlando, so don't tell me it's about market. Orlando sucks. Why would you want to play for Orlando? Is anybody really striving to sign for Orlando in free agency? No. People, I would say the Raptors are more likely to get a good free agent than Orlando. So I don't know. It's not market. I guess it's just American media. I don't know why there is this disrespect towards the Raptors, Scottie Barnes constantly, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know what to do. I do not get it. And Villain, you're absolutely right. He says they know the Raptors fans are active on social media, so they know the amount of hits this will garner. And you're right. It was all over Raptors social media because I'm in Raptors social media. I didn't actually mention anything about this, but you're right. It was all over Raptors social media. They got their clicks. Sports Illustrated got probably what they wanted. They annoyed Raptors fans. I mean, I feel like having Scottie Barnes in here would have helped them with clicks as well. But, you know, even if that's the case, it is disrespectful. I'm getting sick of it. I mean, I'm getting used to it, but I'm also sick of it. Like, it's still annoying no matter what. Like I see something like this and I'm not like surprised. It's just annoying. And it just makes me roll my eyes like, oh my God, again. Like it's just insanely annoying. And his Barnes, yeah, Villain did mention his Barnes is still a silhouette. That's crazy. LaMelo's that high. Yeah, LaMelo 84. I thought that was fair. LaMelo had a good year, man. Last year rating was just too high. Ratings were proportional to other players. Yeah, I get it, but Jokic is MVP. Come on. What else am I saying? Yes, Toronto's bigger market. Yeah, that's crazy. It's a strange picture of Scottie Barnes. Why is he cut in black paint with a question mark jersey? It is a strange picture. Probably something they did for the photo shoot. We the other. Yeah, it's basically that's what we are. We the other in this situation, and it's just frustrating. You know, I'm not surprised anymore, but it's still, to me, is frustrating. Now, what I want to switch into, we're kind of coming down to near the end of what I wanted to talk about today, but Scottie Barnes, I saw a post on Instagram that I did not agree with. It was giving you Scottie Barnes's floor and Scottie Barnes's ceiling. So it had Scottie Barnes's floor as Draymond Green. I mean, if Scottie Barnes, the absolute worst his NBA career is going to be, is Draymond Green, I'm pretty fucking happy. I mean, I'm pretty fucking happy. Draymond Green is influential in 3 NBA championships. You know, he's not the most flashy player, but the role he performs is great. I don't agree with it. I think his floor is much lower than that. And they gave his ceiling as Kawhi Leonard. That is also a comparison that I do not agree with. My floor for Scottie Barnes, I mean, he's such a very unique type of player. I can't think of a very good floor on the spot. Definitely not Draymond Green. I mean, the reality is Scottie Barnes is an extremely raw player who we aren't confident in his three-point shooting as of yet. Will that change? It's very possible that this changes in the future. However, at this present moment, you know, if Scottie Barnes doesn't get a serviceable jump shot that he can shoot like 35% from 3, and Scottie Barnes is playing where you don't have to defend him on the perimeter, so you can collapse in the paint, making his life a lot harder as a ball handler. We're looking at a much lower floor, unfortunately. Ceiling for me, I'm going to agree with the Villain, is I don't want to give him like Magic Johnson. Like if we could find like a Magic Johnson type player, not quite to MJ's level, but Magic Johnson is the same style of player that Scottie Barnes is. And if you're watching earlier in the stream, I did mention that I feel like Scottie Barnes, the best thing for his development is playing as a point guard and getting a lot of those touches and his ability to play make. We saw it in Summer League. He has that very good skill to be a playmaker, and he himself thinks that his best position is in the guard position. So I would like to move on from Goran Dragic and give Scottie Barnes a lot of the bench ball handling role with Malachi Flynn. I think that would work extremely well for his development. Definitely not a Kawhi Leonard. I mean, I just straight up don't see it. I mean, I think maybe people who don't really know a lot about him are like, oh, he's a small forward, so let's just say good at defense and two-way. Kawhi Leonard. Probably not for me. Magic Johnson is the vibe I get. I said it in my pre-draft analysis of the player. This is a Walmart Magic Johnson. Can he get as close to Magic as possible? He's certainly going to work for it. The intangibles are off the chart, but the floor, we got to recognize as Raptors fans, the floor for Scottie Barnes is lower than Draymond Green. The floor does exist. You have to be aware of the floor existing, and it is what it is. Raptors development team is going to do their best to work to make him a really good player, but it's possible that it does not work out in the end. That's the reality of the situation.